Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie, and for today's video, as you probably read from the title, depending on what I title this as, but yes, I did just watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie, for the first time. As far as I am aware, now I could have caught this when I was younger, but not that I recall, so as far as I am aware, this is my first time watching this, which if you're not new here is most likely quite a surprise, because if you are new here, a few things to know about me. I love vampires, I have a little fake tattoo, love vampire comedies, and I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the TV series. It is one of my favorite series, so the fact that I hadn't caught the movie that then led to said series yet was, I mean, surprise even to myself. I mean, it's a movie that's been on my watch list for a very long time. I think when I realized that there was a movie to go with the TV show, at the time, couldn't find it to stream, really couldn't find it anywhere. It's now available. I watched it on Amazon Prime. I'm sure there are other places to watch it as well, but because of that, it's just something that had been on my watch list, and now that it is available to watch on there, had to, of course, check it out and let you guys know what my thoughts were on this. Keeping in mind, I was born in the 90s, so obviously this movie premiered in 92. The show then followed 5 years later, right, in 97. And it is a show that I caught episodes of early on, and then have, of course, since streamed, watched it about 1 million times as an adult. So that is just why I obviously missed the boat on this one, because again, I was quite young, and then for many years we didn't have streaming, and then for a long time it was really hard to find. So just starting there to really give my opinion on this film. Just right off the bat, I did really enjoy this film. I thought that it was a lot of fun. There are moments throughout this movie that I recognized as then referenced in the TV show. There's like the cheer that they do, and then there are just kind of little lines here that, if you don't know, this movie is written by Joss Whedon, who, you know, have my own opinions on him, but he did obviously go on to do the TV show. So there are, you know, copy-paste lines from the movie into the TV show, and obviously the TV show is pretty much just like a copy from the movie. I mean, some character stuff has obviously changed since then. We don't have, you know, there are characters that are introduced in the TV show, like Willow, Xander, Angel, Spike, all of those people, that are obviously not in the very short duration of this film. Though we do have Luke Perry's character of Pike, which I feel like I could see him getting inspiration for Spike from, because Pike's this kind of biker style guy, where obviously Spike is a vampire, but he is like the biker style as well. And of course, Luke Perry, rest in peace, charming as always in this movie. I very much enjoyed his character. I think his character is everything that Xander wishes he was, and was not. Obviously, like, it's very hard to talk about this movie without, of course, then referencing the TV show. So I'm gonna be doing that, so if you've not seen the show either, that I will be making references to the show throughout this review, because it's just, like I said, it's one of my favorite TV series, and obviously this is the movie that then went on to become the TV series. So, again, there's some changes with, you know, some of the characters, but I like the fact that all in all, Buffy is very similar. We watch her develop through this film as we do in the TV show. She starts off in the movie as just this kind of ditzy blonde, which of course we watch her change as she becomes the Slayer and really care more about the rest of the world. But in this town that she's living in, as she fights vampires, we have Donald Sutherland, who I did not realize was in this movie, so that was a pleasant surprise. He plays Merrick, who is the Watcher in this film, so there's like another bit of a change there, but his character again, very similar to Niles in that he starts out a bit uptight as this watcher, and we watch him go on to, develop this relationship with Buffy and this parent-like feelings towards Buffy, just as we do in the show. And but a difference in this movie, and of course, I guess spoiler warning goes without saying, his character dies, which perpetuates Buffy's storyline, and kind of, first she feels responsible and feels the need to then step away, but then she comes to realize and it kind of forces her back into taking vampire hunting more responsibly, especially when her friends are put in danger. We see the climax of this movie takes place at a school dance, which can be honestly kind of Carrie feelings, which of course I like because I love that film as well. Well, and I guess really any kind of like teen films, I feel like majority of teen films take place at a dance or, house party, because that's what teenagers pretty much have going for them, and that's where the climax of vampire hunting, and we see Buffy take on this like head main vampire, and of course kick his ass and defeat him, and to kind of redirect back to the cast, because like I mentioned, we have Donald Sutherland in this film. I didn't realize how many recognizable faces were in this cast. Of course, New Luke Perry played a main character in this. The main actress that plays Buffy, I've never really recognized her from anything other than this. Again, we do have other recognizable faces. Of course, David Arquette, who plays Benny, Pike's best friend, who gets turned into a vampire. I didn't know that he was in this film. I didn't know how much of a part he played in it, so I thought that was really cool. He's one of those actors that's in like so many things that I don't realize that he's in. So that was really cool to see his face. Hilary Swank, that was a pleasant surprise. Obviously, like, she's a very like 90s actress as well. So the fact that she is in this isn't that surprising, but I just didn't realize that she was in this. Fun fact that I didn't know until I was actually looking through the casting, Seth Green, who of course plays Oz in the Buffy TV series, one of the first things that I saw him in, definitely like childhood crush right there, loved Oz. He plays a like vampire, one of those little side vampires in this film, so I thought that was really cool. Michelle Abrams plays a character named Jennifer. She was also in 90210, which also had Luke Perry in it, so that's I always love those little like 6 degrees of separation connection things, but definitely very interesting. I would say like stacked cast. Like a lot of times I'll refer to a film as like stacked when it has like a lot of familiar faces in it, but it's got half stacked. It still had quite a few faces in it that I wasn't expecting to see, and all in all, I did really enjoy this film. And of course, as usual, I like to kind of go on Letterboxd to see what some people are saying before I sit down to do a review, and there's mixed feelings on this film. I think it is one of those films that if you didn't watch it either like at a young age growing up, it's, it's a cult classic, I feel like, and it is for a reason. And I think if you are someone that didn't grow up with the film, it wasn't one of your like sleepover films. I saw people referring to it as that. If you don't have like any sort of sentimental connection to it, then maybe I could definitely see it not like living up to what you would expect going into the film. I think that, especially just depending on how high your expectations are going into it, I think that if I saw some people's opinions on it, or that it wasn't a great movie, but it led to the TV series, which I don't necessarily agree with. I think that I found it a really enjoyable film, and think that it would be a film that would be enjoyable on its own. Now, granted, it is hard to say that, given the fact that it does have this connection leading to a TV series that I am nostalgic about and do hold very close to my heart. It was definitely like watching this made me want to go and get back into rewatching Buffy. I'm pretty sure I started rewatching it at one point and just gotta like pause it again. So now it's like making me want to jump back in again. Especially because it's just like I want to see what kind of references and connections I can make from the movie to the series. So it is hard to say whether or not I would have enjoyed this film without the TV series. But I did still really enjoy it and think that it was a lot of fun. And obviously, like, you know, a film that came out in the 90s having this badass woman, teenage girl, you know, she's clearly played by an adult, but you know, kicking ass is obviously great, and I think that's, it's why people, especially I think young girls and people my age, like now in their 30s and things, really enjoy Buffy. And I mean, I'm seeing even people like on TikTok now, younger girls in like their, you know, 20s who are watching the series for the first time and loving and enjoying that, and that makes me so excited, because she really is just like a icon for people, and so I know that we are getting the Buffy reboot. Of course, I couldn't not mention the fact that we're getting the Buffy reboot, and I am, whether, you know, ever could have their opinions on reboots, I'm gonna watch it, and I'm so excited for it, and I'm just hoping that that's gonna be good. But I did, again, really enjoy this film, so if you have seen it, let me know what your thoughts were on it in the comments below. I hope that you did enjoy this review. If you did, please do give it a big old thumbs up, and make sure you hit the subscribe button for more spooky and horror related content, and I will see you all again later with another video. Bye.